Okay, everybody, I just wanted to take a minute and make a video about our reflective journal, which is now known in the course as the portfolio notes. Um, I was doing a quick review of making some notes in my grading and noticed that we're still having issues with the portfolio notes. So let me just go through basically what we need to do based on the instructions that I sent on how to keep our portfolio notes in order. Okay? So, as always, we log into the course. And so here we are in the course. And so first let me just go and talk about our calendar, okay? So if you notice on our official calendar, you have each one of these reflective um, exercises listed. Okay? So basically what I did was, here's a list of all of the reflective tasks for the course, and I added those to our official calendar. So you're really not going to get lost on how many times you need to make a reflective task and so forth and so on. So based on that, let's just start from ground zero. Let's just act as if we were back at our grammar unit, okay? Our first submission. So, we need to go to our grammar unit. Here we use our handy dandy course finder and go to grammar 1.1. So, according to our calendar, once again, we had an assessed writing assignment and we had an assessed reflective task. Okay? So, here we have our forums. Per my instructions, remember I have asked you to work through the unit first and then work in the forums. Okay? So, as we're working through the unit, we check our grammar, we do our exercises, we look at grammar terminology, we participate in the wiki. I made a video on participating in the wiki. So here was our first upload assignment. Everybody seems to be doing fine with the upload assignments, so I won't go through that, but after we finished our assignment, then we just keep moving down and go to the bottom, and then we come to our reflective task. So our reflective task for 1.1 grammar was to reflect on which ideas did you find the most thought-provoking, why, and will you do anything differently in your classroom. So use your portfolio to make your notes. So what do we need to do? We need to make our portfolio submission. So if we go back and look at the instructions that I sent on how to do that, we need to make a reflective journal submission, save it for grading, and use the heading reflective journal submission 1.1 grammar. Okay? And then in each sequential reflection that we make, all we have to do is make our post and save it. Okay? So with that in mind, let me give you my suggestion on how to make each post. So we open a blank Microsoft Office Word document. Okay, here's our blank document. We highlight our questions that we need to answer. We press Control C on our keyboard or right click and copy, either way. Okay. And then we paste that into our Word document. But now, what were our friendly online tutors instructions? First, we need to make a heading. Okay. So we move that down and we make a heading 1.1 reflective, I misspelled it, reflection submission grammar. Okay. So what will we do here? Well, then we will just type in my reflective. Right here, you just type in the answer to your question. But for the video's sake, I'm just going to say your reflective ideas here, and then the same thing here. Your reflective ideas here. Okay, so now we have our heading. So our friendly online moderator will know which unit we are making our reflective submission for. We have our task, here are our questions, and here we have our answers. Okay, so now what do? Then we go back and we go to our portfolio area. So where do we find our portfolio area? Well, if we go back to our instructions, our friendly online moderator sent us a URL, web URL, okay? But much easier, since you're always going to be working in the units, now we scroll back up to the top and we once again find our handy dandy course finder, and we go to TKT Essentials Portfolio. Okay? So let me swap roles to what you will see. Okay, so here we are. So basically we have, in this course, we have two areas that we are going to be working in. We are going to be working in, first, the reflection space, and second, the assignments. Okay, so like I said, I haven't seen too many issues with the assignments, so let's focus, like I said, once again, on the portfolio. Now, so if you remember, it said go to the reflective task, okay? And in some units, as we go through, it says reflective journal, okay? So what is referred to in our course units as reflective task and reflective journal is now portfolio notes, okay? So once again, portfolio notes is where we keep our reflective journal tasks. Okay, so now there is also a forum portfolio here. So if you have any questions about the portfolio, would like to get in touch with me about anything whatsoever, feel free to post your posts here in the forum. As you can see, many have done it. Can somebody help me with a portfolio? So, and this is when I started helping with the portfolio issues. Okay, but as I said, I think it'll be better if I do it this way and everybody can see what I'm talking about. So now we have, once again, we have everything ready here in our Word document. So now what do we need to do? We need to make our submission. So what do we do? Submission status. Nothing has been submitted. So what do? We add our submission. So here we go. Then we come to our handy dandy HTML editor. This is where we make all of our forum participations and everything, right? So what do? We open our submission. Once again, Control C, copy, right click, copy, and we paste it. Okay? So, well, this looks kind of crazy. All right, well, just fix it. It's no big deal. We can fix it. Okay? And then the same idea here. Okay? Let me just, there we go. Okay, so there we go. So now, we can highlight this. Remember, this all of this is just like a Word document, okay? All of this is just like Word, you know, making your font size, the font family, what font you want to use, what size you want to use it, blah, blah, blah. Basically, don't worry about font size and font family, you know, just do something like this, okay? Bring that up. Okay, we can do the same thing here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so then what do? We save changes. Okay, yeah, and yeah, we're good. Nothing to it. So this is what we see every time we make a submission. Okay, so every time in the next time you come, so let's say next reflective task would have been 1.6. What do? We click, we edit my submission. Okay, and we go underneath here and we go 1.6. We'll just X, okay, and blah 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 blah, okay, and then we save our changes. So every time that I come to the and then here, if you just want to look and see what you've done there, okay. So every time that I go and look at the portfolio and just make notes in my course grading, well then it's very easy for me to tell which unit and what the reflection is. Okay. So I tell you what, let me just go back real quickly and give you some examples. Let me go back to my normal row and let me give you some good examples of very good use of the portfolio. Okay. So this is my view. This is what I see. So as you can see, I can see what everybody does. Okay. Lucy has done an excellent job with these portfolios. So she has followed these instructions to a T. Okay. And actually I sent another email with a screenshot and some arrows. Okay, so as you can see, what was referred to as the reflective journal is now portfolio notes. Okay, make a heading, reflective journal submission 1.1 grammar, like this. Okay, keep adding reflections and saving changes, making sure to use appropriate headings, just like I said. So here it was 1.3, 1.1, 1.3 rather. But let's just go, and here is the reflective journal. So when I come into the journal, it's very super easy for me to see what has been done. Okay, so it's really very simple. There's really nothing to it. I certainly hope that this has cleared up some issues that everybody has. As we have just finished Module 1, I would like for everyone over the weekend to go back and look at their journal submissions. Make sure that all of them coincide to what I have shown you here in this video. Because I really would like to close out all the grading and everything for Module 1 this weekend. That way we can, I know we're doing 2.1 today, but as Module 2 and Module 3 are substantially shorter, it would be much easier for me if everybody would just please try to do their best and get everything finished up this weekend. Well, thank you so much for your time. I hope this helps. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to give me shoot me an email. Okay? Thanks. Bye.